The book was better. I'm just talking shit. I haven't read Moby Dick. Seen this movie though, and I could venture a guess. In the Heart of the Sea. So In the Heart of the Sea is the supposed true story that inspired the fictional work of Moby Dick. At first it starts out as an interview, and this guy is interviewing the youngest crew member of Chris Hemsworth's crew. And then we see his story, and then we meet up with Chris Hemsworth, who plays first mate of a whaling ship. In the 1800s, whaling was really huge. Everyone wanted that blubber and oil. And so Chris Hemsworth and his crew, they all go out there to find some whales. And they're searching. They're in the water. They're out there doing whaling guy things. Haven't found any whales yet, but we're looking for them. And stuff. And then they eventually finally find some whales and they do some whaling things. And then this one big ass whale is super pissed and he beats the living shit out of their ship. Then they're all stranded in their lifeboats and they got nowhere to go. They are 2,000 miles away from anything and everything. So now they're in their lifeboats. Doing the lifeboat thing. Out there in the water. There's no one around. We're all waiting. Waiting to be rescued. Waiting to be rescued. Still waiting. And then another hour of the movie goes by and oh, look at that. That's 2 hours. The movie's done. What a snooze. No, seriously, this movie was a bore and it's really depressing. Coming from Ron Howard about halfway through the movie, I was like, he had to have been a producer. No, he directed this movie. And you can recognize the movie's directed by a director who has talent. A lot of these shots, they worked really well. They were the money. It's just Moby Dick. I guess he's not Moby Dick because the book's not coined yet. He doesn't have a name. He's just a big white whale. But there's some scenes where it's on his nose. It's just going and then bam, this ship just gets wrecked. I was like, all right, whoa, I'm perking up. Whoa, that was some exciting shit. That whale is pissed. Oh, that's 4 minutes of the movie? All right, back to doing what we're doing. Doing the lifeboat thing. Out there in the water. Still waiting. I'll give it up for Chris Hemsworth in this movie, and generally speaking, everyone in the movie did a fine job. Chris Hemsworth, being the star, we're gonna talk about him most. The dude did a good job in this role, and he has to sequentially get skinnier and more fatigued as the movie's going on, because that's really what the movie's about. It is a shipwreck movie. Don't let the trailer tell you any different. What, on an island? No, out on boats in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's really funny, I was thinking about this on the ride home. This movie is the entire premise of The Life of Pi. Life of Pi just did it better. And I know there's gonna be some pseudo-intellectual asshole in the comment section who's gonna be like, you just didn't understand the movie. It's showing that if you take away everything that we rely on, we're just all animals on the inside. We're no better than the beasts we try to destroy. Holy shit. Old and overused doesn't even begin to cover that. And I like that premise. Yeah, give it to me 100 times over. Just don't bore me while you're doing it. I've just seen that premise done 100 times better. The characters in this movie, they're not that interesting. If you're gonna have a movie where people are starving to death, make me care about the fact that they are starving to death. No, you don't care about them, so you really don't care about the emotional crux of the movie that the movie's trying to go for, so you really don't care about the movie. In the end, Chris Hemsworth did a fine job in the movie. The movie had an exciting scene or two. The movie was boring on the build up, but I thought, all right, the next half of the movie will be more entertaining. The next half of the movie is not. Funny thing, Brendan Gleeson in the beginning of the movie is the guy being interviewed, and he even says, he's like, I'm gonna tell you the story, but you're gonna be disappointed. And it's totally true. It's just the reality of the story is not as interesting as the fiction of the story. And I suppose this is a good lesson of why people fictionalize things, because it's just more interesting that way. Bummer, this is my least favorite Ron Howard movie ever? That I can think of anyway. It breaks my heart to say I'm not going to remember this movie in T-1 day. Yeah, already forgot. All right, so In the Heart of the Sea, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite Ron Howard movie of all time? We'll do that. We'll talk the dude up a little bit. I've been tearing the shit out of him here. So whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.